That a lot of you have been wondering about that's on this wrist. I didn't think that would work as a layering piece, but gosh, it does, is coming up. It's $473,418, and that's 5 monthly payments, about $116 a month. There are 65, this is what we're talking about, and this, just so you know, because I think it's really important that you realize, this had an appraised value of over $1,000. Just to give you a little perspective. So that's on its way, but I know a lot of you are probably getting that right now. Adam Freeman is in the spotlight, then come back for more Chaco Canyon.
It's Customer Appreciation Month, and we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, and show you how much we care about you. Every day this month, HSN Cares will donate $1,000 to local charities you love and nominated. Tune in every night at 9 p.m. to see the charity chosen that day. Search HSN Cares on hsn.com to learn more about all the selected charities. There are lots of fun things happening on hsn.com this month that all involve you. How would you like to see yourself instead of me on the cover of the HSN program guide? Or what about your pet? We're also going to give you the chance to vote on brand new items from one of your favorite designers, plus other special surprises. This month is dedicated to you for being such a great customer. Thank you. For more information, search Customer Appreciation at hsn.com.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
I just had to take off the squash blossom in the turquoise because it is now gone. However, good news is that we do still have the lapis. So I want you to be aware of that. We'll give you the information on that shortly. This is the bracelet. You know, like I said, they're rings and then they're rings. This is their bracelets and then their bracelets. This is the Zuni Kingman Turquoise cluster cuff. Allow me to show you. That's what we're talking about. That's a big, bold beauty right there. If you're interested in the princess piece that's coming up, or actually we already showed that to you. We'll try to give you more information again in case you weren't here, but this is the showstopper. This is that steal the scene piece. It is, again, about $1,000 in terms of an appraised value, very modest, I think. 5 flex payments. If you wanted to use your VIP financing, here's a great place to put it to work. 9 months to pay with no interest when you use your HSN card. Power piece.
It is, and especially when you look at it for like up close and in person, it'll blow your mind away. And this is one of my favorite pieces from the Southwest, and especially for the Zuni and Navajo people. This is the type of jewelry that they would wear every single day. And when you look at it, the cluster effect that is on there for the Zuni people, just as well as Navajo people, it refers to family, you know, family coming around together, staying together, forming that strong bond. And you see the little centerpiece there, the little beading, silver beading, that it is the person who keeps everyone together. And that's the person that everybody is drawn to and, you know, would go to when, you know, things are, you know, going wrong in your life. That's the family, you know, the mother unit, which is basically the woman. And so again, a lot of the turquoise out there throughout the Southwest is being, I guess you can say, going up to the women. You know, the women are the strong focal point of the family, and so that is what it is inspired by, Mother Nature too as well.
Power cuff, that's it, $64.43 a month if you wanted to pay this off over 9 months. I am going to take off the princess bracelet. Now, normally I wouldn't necessarily layer it. However, because that is a traditional Native American style, which is more please, the more the better, I did want to show it to you that way. But here it is on its own. Here's that incredible sensation in a piece of jewelry. There's the, well, you know, sometimes people say queen bee and it means something bad, but in this case it's good because there's the queen bee. There's that focal point, the leader, the matriarch, the head of family in the center. And then this is all of the generations that are still to come that are also working so diligently to move the family forward. It's a beautiful concept. It's a beautiful piece of jewelry, just even on its own without the backstory. But if you can, seriously try it on. Because I see this sometimes on, in magazine spreads, right? And rock stars who just can have anything. They turn to pieces like this to really make a bold impact. And as Jennifer said, this was designed to actually be worn every day. So I do want to encourage you to consider that approach. Even if it's every once in a while, it's one of those specialty buys. 43 left. I like it with that ring. It's big and bold. It doesn't have to be worn that way, but I believe, in my personal perspective on Angela's hand, I think it works. How about you?
It does, and especially with the silver, it plays on the silver inside the bracelet and so forth. And when you look at this, different artisans have their different views of jewelry making, and I've been told that the braided effect inside the cuff is to bind the wearer to the cuff, because that's the one that's supposed to be spoken for you. The teardrops, so the pear-shaped turquoise that is in there is referred to raindrops, raindrops from Mother Earth, water, nourishing the soul, cleansing the body, and also feeding the earth for crops and to feed us. We have to take care of her as well. And so a lot of it, again, is nature inspired by Mother Earth.
Between the Mother Earth,
yes.
Natural inspiration, the family story behind it, the possibility of taking your time paying for it. It's just one of those special occasions that HSN is so proud to be able to bring to you. There are 3 dozen left, and that's it. So a big piece, but wearable. I just want to stress that. This is not one of those that's like, wow, I get it at home, and I don't know, I love it, but it's not easy.